Owning a firearm, an awesome right that comes with an awesome responsibility. The Sunshine State ranks near the top in the country for gun ownership, but that also puts Florida at the top of something else: gun thefts. According to annual data, hundreds of guns were reported lost or stolen in Florida in 2018. A small percentage of the overall gun ownership numbers, but still a big problem for law enforcement.
On any given day, one of the biggest threats to our safety and law enforcement is our firearms. And so when you have a firearm that was stolen by a criminal who then sells it to a criminal, we have an untraceable firearm probably, and the likelihood that it will be used in some kind of violent crime is great.
Burglaries, robberies, and even homicides. It's not uncommon for a stolen firearm to play a role in these types of crimes. But deputies like Tyler Ludlow say a stolen weapon also poses an incredible risk to law enforcement officers.
You know, one of our deputies may not know that they did this burglary. They could be stopping them for a simple traffic infraction, but the bad guy thinks that they're being stopped for this burglary. And if that criminal has a gun on them, you know, has a potential of escalating very quickly.
Florida doesn't have mandatory reporting laws, which means if your gun is lost or stolen, you're not required to report it. But by not doing so, you leave a trail of uncertainty. But one thing is for sure, it's likely that weapon will end up in the wrong hands. In 2018, 28 guns were reported lost or stolen in Martin County. A majority of those weapons were taken from vehicles either parked in driveways overnight or at shopping plazas during the day. In this video, you can actually see a thief walk away from a vehicle he just burglarized. In his hands, a purse and a gun.
In the event that your gun is stolen, really the first thing you should do is pick up the phone, call law enforcement. Don't touch the car, don't what we call contaminate the scene with your own fingerprints. Give us a chance to come out, do forensics, look for fingerprints, start looking at video cameras in the neighborhood, and hopefully get a lead and get your gun back.
Guns remain at the top of the criminals' wish list, so keep in mind they know exactly where to look for them. Keeping them inside your parked car is never a good idea. Securing your weapon means doing whatever you can to keep it in your possession and out of the hands of the wrong people. I'm Christine Christofek, and you're now 10/8 with the Martin County Sheriff's Office.